It's been a minute since I made a video. Can't edit my videos anymore because I had to cancel Premiere Pro. Long story about that. I'll get to that in a second. Anyways, so job hunt update. I got 2 interviews. I did an interview with a job that a friend referred me for. Hopefully, I get that job because so far it seems like the only thing that I'm getting anywhere with. So, we'll see. And the other interview that I got was at Chipotle. I will get to that in a minute because that Chipotle interview was ridiculous. So, I can't cancel Adobe Premiere. Right now, Adobe is my biggest expense and I can't fucking cancel it. But I figured out a loophole and I'll get into it in just a second. So I go to cancel my Premiere Pro early and I get hit with this cancellation fee. $114.95. I'm like, what the fuck? So what do? I go to the website. So, as you can see, there's all these months in the year, 12 months in the year. If you cancel in the first month of your subscription, you pay $126.45. If you cancel in the second month, you pay $114.95. Sound familiar? Now you're probably wondering, why is it like that? Aren't you paying a monthly subscription? Right? Monthly subscription. Well, if you take a look here, Adobe doesn't actually have, well, they don't typically do monthly subscriptions. What they do is they'll give you an annual contract and they'll take the annual contract fee and they'll divide it up into 12. So you are doing an annual plan paid monthly. That's literally what it's called. It's called annual plan paid monthly. So they can charge you a fee, which is fucking bullshit. They do have 2 plans that would prevent that from happening. They have the annual plan prepaid, which means you pay the entire yearly fee all at once. I think that comes out to be around 200 and something bucks, $250. And then they have the month to month plan, which is basically like paying a regular monthly subscription. So they don't offer a month to month plan for most of their services, but they do offer an annual plan prepaid for all of their services. It's just really, really difficult to find on their website. As you can see here, look at all this. Most of their most popular services are annual plans paid monthly. Are you seeing that? Are you freaking kidding me? That's ridiculous. So I went digging all over the internet. I clicked on every link I could find, and I could only find the prepaid plans, the actual annual plans, in these really weird parts of their website. I found one on the Thailand version of the website. I found one on the Switzerland version of the website. And I'm like, why is it so freaking hard to find the annual prepaid plan? It's almost like they want you to pay the cancellation fee so that you won't cancel early. It's a scam, okay? It's like canceling a gym membership. So I went online, I went digging. I found an article. I'm not going to link it in the description because the guy in the article is an Adobe shill. He does like public speaking events for Adobe, and he seemed way too apologetic about canceling Adobe. But anyways, the plan that I had to cancel based off of his article was to change my plan to the photography plan. Why am I changing my plan? Because you pay a cancellation fee if you cancel, but you don't pay a fee if you change your plan. And the photography plan is the cheapest plan. So you changed my plan to the photography plan, which is $19.99, about $20 with tax. That's their cheapest plan. Because I changed my plan to the photography plan, my Adobe subscription starts over. It starts from day 1. You can cancel your subscription for 14 days and avoid a cancellation fee. So I went into my Creative Cloud, I downloaded all my files, and then I went and I canceled my new photography plan. No more fee, no more Adobe, and it worked. And I'm even going to get a refund for the $19.99 that I spent in 5 business days. So if any of you guys are wondering, that's how you avoid the Adobe fee. It is absolutely ridiculous that I had to dig all over the internet and do this ridiculous fucking life hack just to cancel a subscription. What a god-awful company. Anyways, now I'll rant about Chipotle. So, I saw the job for Chipotle as a crew member on Indeed, I click on the job description and it says apply on the company website. So I go on Chipotle's company website and I'm immediately hit with this huge banner that has all of the terms and conditions on the website. So it's blocking my view of the rest of the website and I can't close out of it. So I have to click on the Chipotle logo so that I can get back to the homepage of the website. And then from there, I have to navigate to the careers page. And then I search up in the search bar. Oh, actually, no. I go to the careers page and then I get a message from this lady named Avocado. That was her name, Avocado. Get it? Because it's a fucking Mexican place. So corny. So Avocado messages me and she's like, hey, what kind of jobs are you looking for? So I text Avocado. I'm like, hey, I want to be a crew member. And she's like, where? And I give her the zip code of the place I was applying to. And she was like, we don't have that job. And I'm like, bullshit. So I go on the careers page myself and I go to the search bar myself and I type in the zip code of the place. And sure enough, I find a crew member job. Thanks, Avocado. Keep in mind, Avocado is AI. Avocado is not a real person. Here's her profile picture right next to me. That is a Bitmoji. That is not a person. So I click on the job and I see the job description. I'm like, great, I'm going to apply. I try to apply. Avocado shows up again. Avocado slides back into my DMs and she's like, okay, do you want to apply for this job? Just answer a few questions. And sure enough, she starts asking me all the kinds of questions you would see on a job application. What's your name? What's your phone number? What's your email? What's your address? I put it all in there. Avocado's like, great. I will send you the application link. I'm like, girl, I thought that was the application. I gave you all of my information. So I go to my email, I check, I'm like, great, application link. I click on the link and then it takes me to a new page and it's like, put in a 6-digit code. I'm like, what the hell? So I go back to my email, I copy and paste the 6-digit code in there, and then it takes me to the job application. And I have to re-enter all of the information that Avocado already got from me because she's stupid. So I re-enter all the information, and then within like 5 seconds, Avocado's like, wow, you're a great candidate. I want to schedule an interview with you. And I get the interview. And then I look at the details of the interview, and it says, interview with, and I quote, a manager. Not a person's name, a manager. I decided not to go to the interview because I knew it was going to be a waste of time. This has happened to me so many times where I'll apply for a fast food job and I am greeted by an AI that will schedule an interview without informing the manager. This is what happened at Taco Bell, and I ended up not getting the job because the manager literally wasn't there. And it was one of the other employees that interviewed me. This is what happened to me a couple of years ago. I applied to be a dishwasher at some place, and the AI HR lady scheduled me an interview after the business had already closed. It was a brunch place. Brunch places close at 3 p.m. She scheduled my interview for 3:30. So I got there, and nobody was there. Nobody was expecting me because it was a fucking AI. I have no idea how people get fast food jobs anymore. It's crazy. When I was 18 and trying to get into retail and stuff and fast food, it was so much easier. You just call the store and say, hey, I want to work for you. And they're like, hey, come in on this day. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully my job search will end soon. Anyways. Yeah, so now that I've canceled Adobe everything, I'm trying to find other video editors to use. DaVinci Resolve does not work on my computer because my computer sucks. So I'm going to be using CapCut for now, which is annoying, but I think it's okay. I'm going back to my roots. I'm not making a movie. I don't need a fancy schmancy video editor. You know, it's going to be okay. We'll live. That does mean that the intro and outro for my channel is gone, though. So anyways, subscribe.